that is Keith Urban, a little bit of everything. You're listening to Kirsten's Midday Show right here on 107.5 WTIF. I've been telling you guys all about our artist spotlight today, and he is finally here. I'm excited. Joe Hall is in the house. Hey, Joe.
Hello. How you guys doing?
I'm so good. I'm so glad you're here. You traveled all the way from Buford, right, to be here?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, well, I just, Tony told me about the radio station, and you guys are willing to help new artists, and, you know, I don't mind driving. It's awesome, yeah.
It's amazing. You brought a great crew with you today, too. Tell us who you have with you.
We did. We got Tony Viggins, who I met at a Songwriters Night, who hooked me up here, and he's always willing to help artists around here. And Carrie Leo's going to play some bass, and Austin Steele is here to play guitar for me. Yeah.
Really cool.
We're excited.
Now, tell us a little bit of your story and how you got started in music.
I started playing guitar when I was about 15. You know, in high school, I'd be in class and just be like, wow, I'm ready to go home and play. Mm-hmm. And I just started doing some songwriting by myself. And last year, I was just lucky enough to play at Relay for Life. And Carrie was there and introduced me to Kip Raines and Jimmy Lee Sloas, who are producing the songs for me right now. Yeah.
So you said, you know, you've been doing it since high school. Since you were small, have you had an interest in music, really small?
Yeah, well, I used to sing all the time in middle school and stuff. And actually, my cousin came over, and my dad was showing him a few chords. And I was like, well, I should probably learn too, since there was always one sitting around, but I was left-handed. So, but I just picked up a right-handed guitar and just started playing that way. So
is that hard? Was that hard to learn?
Not really, because I didn't really have another choice.
Right.
It just kind of just took to it. But also, when I play air guitar, I play left-handed, so I probably should play left-handed. But you just learn the way you learn, I guess, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure. So I understand you've played in bands, you did your thing. What was it? Was it these guys here that kind of pushed you to doing a solo act?
Yeah, I mean, when I met them, I had a few recordings and stuff, but nothing of the caliber that they were able to produce, you know? And it was just, I was introduced to a whole nother world, you know, just to sit back in the studio and see musicians at work and really go at it. And I just kind of sat back and took it all in. Yeah. And to write with writers like Kip is it's really a good experience.
It has to be. It's so cool. Now, who are some of your musical influences? Who do you look to?
I really like Keith Urban. I requested that last song. Also, I just Luke Bryan, Jason Aldean. We saw him at Sanford Stadium recently. Yeah, it was crazy. You know, also non-country acts like, you know, Goo Goo Dolls, Matchbox 20, Zeppelin, even. You know, Bob Seger, all that stuff. I love it all.
Me and you are like the same, because I love Bob Seger. I love the Goo Goo Dolls. That's really cool.
Yeah, my dad really got me into Seger and stuff. You know, we had that Live Bullet album and stuff like that, and so it's all different kinds of music, really.
Yeah. Talk about the Georgia music scene and how neat it is for you guys to see each other and to be able to watch each other and to see who goes on to be stars.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of the singers right now are from Georgia.
That's right.
Which is cool. It kind of gives you hope. And but there's a lot of good talent around. You know, Georgia Red Clay introduced me to a lot of guys. Brian Warner.
We had them on the show.
Oh, yeah. He's a cool guy. I got to play with Alex Hall and Jordan Rager.
Yeah.
Up at Craze Tavern for Songwriters Night. So there's a lot of good talent around Georgia.
Yeah. And I'm sure with you guys, it's not like a competition. You probably learn from each other.
Absolutely. They're just really good guys, you know. You think, you know, there's these guys who do all these things and they're going to be different, and they put their pants on just like everybody else, you know?
Right.
So,
That's right. How would you classify the Joe Hall type of country? What would you say?
It's a little different, you know. It's not as you know, it's you're not going to get an Alan Jackson type sound, or although I do like it, he's one of my bigger influences as well. But it's just kind of edgy, kind of you know, rock type feel to it as well. So. And
in Love You, your song, you have a little bit of the beatboxing in there. Is that what you would say?
Oh, yeah.
That's fun. So
it's got kind of a hip hop. It's got a hip hop feel, a little rock feel.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah, like the Keith Urban
song. There you go,
yeah. So you talk about that. Do you think that these influences that you grew up listening to, do you think that does influence your music that you write?
Oh, absolutely. you know, you could be writing a song sometimes and you don't even realize that it kind of sounds like something else, or it's just you could be influenced by all kind of different stuff. And you know, we wrote "Guitar Gets the Girl," like a little drum loop or something could set something off for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to play that for us in a second.
I got
to hear that
It's a
one.
brand new song we haven't recorded yet. We're going to do it in August.
Yay.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
it's really good. We got to hear it.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah.
really good. So
I'm
I can't
excited.
wait. Yes. So you talk about writing. When was the first time you remember writing?
Gosh, when I first learned 2 chords, you know, you could play an A and a D and you could have a song. And I think the first one was like horrible. Just,
Do you remember what it was about?
Yeah, it was about like leaving home and, you know, hitting the road and playing country music. And
Yeah?
it was just, the lyrics were just not good.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to start from somewhere.
How old do you think you were?
Probably 14 or 15. Yeah. It was probably the second or third day I started playing because I just wanted to write.
It was in your blood, though, right?
I guess
Music.
so. Yeah, absolutely.
We talked about Hunter Hayes a few minutes ago before the interview, and you know his first song he wrote was called 6 Years Old, and he was 6 years old.
Oh, cool.
Have you heard that story?
I have.
Yeah.
I actually saw some YouTube videos of him back then.
Yeah, on the Maury Show and on stage. That once again, he's somebody that I'm sure. Do you gravitate towards Hunter Hayes since he does play
when he
instruments?
came out, I know because he played every instrument on his album.
That's right.
It's just unreal.
There
So,
were some instruments on there that I had never even heard of.
I know, like a bouzouki and who knows, all kind of crazy stuff.
But did you gravitate towards singer-songwriter musicians?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll spend hours on YouTube just watching different stuff like that to, you know, for live shows and just little things that could help you get better in any way.
Yeah. Okay, well, tell us about the song. I want to go ahead and let folks hear it. Tell us about Guitar Gets the Girl and the story.
Yeah, it started out as an idea because as much as guys don't want to admit it, that's probably the reason why they start playing guitar in the first place. And it rang to me as a hook, you know, for a song, Guitar Gets the Girl, or I hope the guitar gets the girl. Because I have no other chance of getting this girl, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then Carrie just started a drum loop, and we just started jamming to that, and we sent it to Kip, and he kind of finished it off for us, and we're really excited about it.
Yeah, and you wrote it with who's with you now, as you said, with Carrie and Kip.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you guys to write it? Was it something?
Oh gosh, that one actually, we didn't go there that day to write that song. It was started off as something else, and we kind of got off topic as we always do, and it came along. I'm sure we wrote it in like 20 minutes or something, and then Kip finished it off with the email.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a really quick break and give your guys some time to get ready.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait for everybody to hear. Joe Hall is going to be performing live. You talked about your songwriter, Kip Rains. Let's play one by our local guy, Tifton native Kip Moore. Here is Hey Pretty Girl. Stay tuned here. More with Joe Hall on the way. That is Tifton, Georgia native Kip Moore with Hey Pretty Girl. You are listening to the Great Artist Spotlight right here on Kirsten's Midday Show on WTIF. We have Joe Hall from Buford, Georgia, live in the studio, and he's going to play us an original song. Take it away.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Sunset of the summer, I was sitting on the beach sipping a Corona, just the two of us, my 6-string and me. Saw a blonde-haired, blue-eyed beauty in the distance, so I started singing, hoping she would listen, but I played too hard and I broke a string. Yeah, but that didn't slow me down, 'cause she was one in a million. Oh, and I had to find a way to get her attention. If the guitar gets the girl, this country boy's gonna rock her. Well, it's fine with me if she falls in love with the melody. A woman like you could keep the blues away, and I could write a love song about you every day. And who knows, one day we might even tour the world. So let's let's hold the guitar. Kiss the girl. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Kiss the girl now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Guitar, kiss the girl. She's looking my way, can't believe she noticed. Must be doing something right, ain't even to the chorus. That woman gets finer with every single step. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Call me crazy, but I got a feeling that she's the one for me, even though we haven't met yet. And then I finally hear her calling through the ocean breeze. She said, I like that song. Did you write it for me? Let's hope the guitar gets the girl. This country boy's gonna rock her when it's fine with me. She falls in love with the melody. A woman like you can keep the blues away, and I can write a love song about you every day. Who knows, one day we might even tour the world. Let's hope the guitar gets the girl. Da-da-da-da-da, it's the girl now. Da-da-da-da-da, guitar gets the girl. Like you broke a G-string and those are hard to find. But if you keep on singing like that, I'll let you borrow mine. If the guitar gets the girl, this country boy's gonna rock her world. It's fine with me if she falls in love with the melody. A woman like you can keep the blues away, and I can write a love song about you every day. And who knows, one day we might even tour the world. Let's hope the guitar gets the girl. This country boy's gonna rock her world. It's fine with me if she falls in love with the melody. A woman like you can keep the blues away, and I can write a love song about you every day. Who knows, one day we might even tour the world. But let's hope the guitar gets the girl. Da-da-da-da-da-da, gets the girl now. Da-da-da-da-da-da, guitar gets the girl. Da-da-da-da, guitar gets the girl. Da-da-da-da, guitar gets the girl. Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, I love that song. That is so catchy. Really, really good. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Tell us again about that one and the inspiration. It's probably obvious, right?
Yeah.
The girl.
Yeah, and it just struck me as it's such a, term that everybody says, but I don't know if I've ever heard a song about it in that kind of way. So we decided to write it based on that. Yeah.
And you're going to record it, right, in Nashville later?
Yes, yeah.
So we got a really cool taste of it.
We did, yeah. Just a little unplugged version.
That's really cool. I thank you for doing that, for playing it for us before it's been released yet.
Oh, yeah.
So let's see. Let's talk about some of the folks that you've gotten to play with.
Yeah, I got to open for Bill Gentry. The guy, he owns Wild Bill's, and we got to meet him a couple times. Really good guy.
He's crazy.
Yeah, he always gets us in there, and he's been really good to me. And Heidi Newfield, we opened for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was great. We got to go in the backstage with her and hang out, and she was super cool.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing funny about Bill Gentry. We had him on the show. It's been several months ago. And his favorite place to eat in the whole world is here in Tifton at a place called Charles Seafood. He didn't even know at the time he was calling in to Tifton. It was like a setup thing through his management and stuff. And I was telling him, he was like, oh my gosh, it's my favorite. He was serious about it. It was really weird.
So it's his favorite place?
His favorite place to eat is here in Tifton. A really small
we might have to hit that up.
Yeah, a mom and pop seafood place.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
You can't beat those types of places.
I know, and they're really good. So let's talk more about what you've got to play. Tell us about Nashville. You've got to do some cool things there.
Yeah, I've played at Bluebird a couple times to play some songs I wrote. I also got to play at 3rd and Lindsley, which is a historic kind of place up there with Kip. I got to do a few songs that they wrote and sing them with a fantastic band. and to get to play in front of a lot of people up there. So that was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being in Nashville, I know from experience as a musician, there's nothing like, walking down Broadway, and there's nothing like seeing where all the greats have been.
Absolutely. It hits you when you're up there playing, you're like, wow, I'm in Nashville playing these songs. So
yeah, especially the Bluebird. That's a definite songwriter haven.
Yeah, it's got all the pictures on the walls, and
That's cool.
That was one of the few places where I got really nervous playing.
Really?
Just because it's not like a concert atmosphere. They're there to hear you, and I was like, wow, I don't ever get nervous, but I was pretty nervous playing there.
Yeah, I bet. I could imagine. The feeling probably would be the same way about playing at the Opry. Knowing that everybody has stood there and.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine, because I get chills like watching people when they go there for the first time. Mm-hmm. Because it's like I'm doing it too. It's really cool.
And you're so talented. Really, I don't mean this.
Thank you so much.
I could see you making that.
Oh, cool. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I appreciate
you're welcome.
it.
You're welcome.
Just thank you for having us and doing this, Kirsten, because you're the first one to. Hopefully this can open up a few doors for us. Yeah.
Yes. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. One big reason why this has worked was Tony getting us involved together, and your fans are amazing.
Oh yeah. They went and liked your page, and they're probably listening now. Hopefully, I got family
my
listening.
Phone's blowing up.
I know, me too. I see it in the corner here. It's really cool. They're really supportive, and I got a good fan base. They're really supportive of me and come out anytime I have a chance, and I know they're listening right now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And what can folks expect? When you go to a Joe Hall show, I know on Facebook I saw you did some Oasis, and you do the country too. What can folks expect?
We mix it up. We'll do like little medleys of different songs. I know I like a fan favorite of the places we play. A place called Del Rio we play all the time. We do a song called "Purple Rain." I don't know if you heard. No, it's the Prince song. Do a little preview of Purple Rain. We could do a verse and a chorus if you want to. Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
They're all looking at you like, I'm putting you on the spot.
On the spot.
I want to hear you sing Purple Rain, though.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we'll do a little snippet. Oh.
This wasn't planned, by the way, for everybody out there.
Cause you in his sorrow, I never meant to cause you any pain. All I wanted one time to hear you laughing. I only want to see you laughing in the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain. Weekend lover.
Yeah.
So there's a little.
I'm sorry. That was amazing, though. Give Prince a little run for his money a little.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. Thank you for doing that.
Thank
I know
you
that
so much.
Your band looked at you like, oh, are you sure? That was good.
Hey, we're not afraid to.
Yes.
On the spot there. It's all good.
Yeah, thank you for that. What else do you do some current artists too?
Yeah, we'll do a lot of current artists. I like to throw in I don't know, I like Luke Bryan. I do a lot of Keith, Jason Aldean. We'll do mixtures of all that stuff.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. We have a caller calling in,
okay.
And I don't know if they're for you or for something else. But let's see. Hello, caller.
Kirsten.
Yes.
Kirsten?
Are you calling for Joe Hall?
Actually, this is Brian Warner.
Oh, this is
what's
Brian.
up?
Hey, Joe, man, it's good to hear you down there, bud.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Man, I'm just listening to the show, man.
Well, cool, dude.
can't believe you pulled off some Prince, man. That's
I
awesome.
know, right? That was amazing.
We totally winged it. Yeah.
Right on, man. But I just wanted to call and, just basically say that, I mean, you're an amazing artist. I'm happy to have shared the stage with you a couple times. And, I mean, dude, what you're doing is amazing, man. Just keep it going.
Thank you, brother. You
No
rock
problem,
as
bud.
well, dude. I appreciate
And I
that,
also want to
man.
give a shout-out to Carrie and Tony in there, too. So I know they're sitting there.
Carrie and Tony in the house. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Yes, you're awesome. And guys, and you're also, not to take away from Joe, but with Georgia Red Clay, you
Yeah.
guys are doing some amazing things right now, too, and
Absolutely.
nominated for the Georgia Country Awards. So
Yeah.
congrats
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Well, thank you.
Yes. All right.
Thanks,
We'll
Brian.
see you soon.
All right.
Great.
That's really cool.
No,
No, he's an
fellow
awesome guy.
artists.
Yeah,
yes. So, with your fans, talking about that, tell us about how it's grown. Since you've started, you said you really started playing, and your fan base is growing. It's growing more and more every day, I'm sure.
Yeah, and the new music has really opened a lot of doors for people to have a product to listen to, and learn the songs and give them a reason to come out to the shows besides just seeing me live.
Yeah.
But I just started out doing open mics with the Open Mic Atlanta, and just that's how you get some confidence, because a lot of people don't want to play in front of people. But that's how you just kind of build that up and getting feedback from people and getting better every day.
Yeah.
Trying to.
You
Yeah.
talked about opening doors. You were telling me about Kip and who he works for.
Yeah.
And you said that's really helped you.
Yeah, he works for a publishing company called Southern Crossroads Music, and Pat Finch is really kind of helping us out to get some stuff rolling, and we're able to do these kind of songs and with the caliber of music we're doing because of them. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So can we hear another song now?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Tell us about this one.
This is we're gonna do Country Girls, or Better by a Country Mile. This was all we had the idea for Kip Raines. He just said, that's never Country Mile is written about a lot, but not in that kind of referencing the country girls are better by a country mile. So we just kind of had the riff and just went from there.
Okay.
You wanna do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, seen 'em out in California and halfway around the world. They grow up pretty in New York City, but there's nothing like a country girl. You can line up 100 runway models over 1,000 movie stars, but one farmer's daughter is a whole lot hotter. She love you the best by far. Something in the family genes and them Wrangler jeans. Yeah, you know what I mean. Every time I see you walking by, it makes me come alive. And it reminds me that it just ain't fair to compare all the beautiful women everywhere to our hometown beauty with the down home style. Tifton girls are better by a country mile. By a country mile. Here she come in a tank top and a pair of cut-offs, some brand new dingo boots, and that Tropicana Tana cause a traffic jam, make a young man come unglued. Yeah, but her heart is true, she'll get to you, ain't nothing you can do, it's out of your hands. Yeah, every time I see you walking by, I just can't believe my eyes, and it reminds me. It's the hometown women I love the most. In second place, don't even come close. You can line them all up in a single file. Country girls are better by a country mile. By a country mile. Yeah, where is she gonna find a woman who can make love and leave her hat on? Have you ever seen a country girl smile? Oh, it's better by a country mile. Every time I see you walking by, makes me come alive, and it reminds me that it just ain't fair to compare all the beautiful women everywhere to our hometown beauty with her own sweet style. Country girls are better. Give me a homegrown angel with a little bit of white. I say the country girls are better by a country mile. By a country mile.
That one too, and I love the Tifton throw in there. That was
Thank
good.
You, yeah.
Good choice there. Do you do that everywhere, in towns you go? It's a fun song. You can add the names.
Yeah, if the moment's right and it comes along, yeah.
I tell you, we were just talking about my phone blowing up. I have friends listening out there, and they're like, who is that singing Purple Rain? And I was telling them, and they're like, that's this guy. This is quoting this guy. He said, that was awesome. I want to hear him play the whole song. Best cover of Purple Rain I've ever heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Just don't tell Prince.
That's right. And another friend, too. They're all just blown away by you.
Wow, thank you so much.
So, you're I'm glad you came to Tifton.
I'm glad I'm here. Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, I tell you, it's so cool. Tell us about this album and what folks can expect from it. Is it going to be similar to what you're playing today and the whole as a whole?
Yeah, and it's I'm going to be part of each song that we're going to be writing. Mm-hmm. So it's we're trying to get on a really personal level, and finding out, who I am as a writer and really getting something that people can really relate to, because that's what it's all about,
Yeah.
So
are you're currently working, I'm sure, every day on writing for the album?
Yeah, whether I'm just in my room or over at Carrie's, he's sending me drum loops and just thinking of everyday stuff in life. Just having I even keep a journal with me, just things that spark me that could be a hit song or just a good song.
Do you do the thing on the phone where you do the
it's pretty embarrassing. Yeah.
It's embarrassing. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, to me, if someone else heard what I was talking about. But because it could just be anything,
Yeah. So, Joe, I mean, when I say this, really, I mean, you are really talented. You have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
Where are you hoping to go with what you're doing? What do you want to do?
Gosh, just to branch out and to be able to play live and tour and because that's for me. That's the recording is fun, and making the song, but just playing it live and the fans' reactions. And that's what it's all about for me.
So you're all about entertaining.
Oh,
that's your big thing.
If a crowd isn't into the music, then I just kind of failed, because that's what you're there for,
Mm-hmm. So this may not be something you can answer, but if you had to choose between songwriting and being on stage, what do you think you could do?
Probably being on stage, just because so much work goes into songwriting, and I'm basically lazy and but no, playing live is it just kind of comes natural, so I didn't really think about it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What advice would you give to artists that, maybe we have a lot of people that listen on Fridays because they know we're going to have somebody on the show. Maybe there's that one person out there that has been, a little, hesitant about playing guitar and coming out and being in a band or singing. What would you say to those people?
It's just play as much as you can. There's always, you can Google open mic, and I'm sure there's somewhere near them that they could go and just kind of hone your craft, right. And that's the way to do it, I think, is to get that experience of just playing live, and because you can't do it any other way. If you're by yourself at home, you're not gonna. I mean, you'll get better, but playing live is the key, I think.
Yeah. Tell us, I understand. Okay, you drove all the way here, which is really cool for this interview.
Carrie drove. I owe him gas money. Yeah.
You have a show tonight, right?
Yeah, we're playing at a little. It's a bar up in Decula, Georgia, which is far from here. But me and Austin are gonna do. Actually, John's gonna play with me tonight, John Mobley, and we're gonna do a little acoustic show and just 3 hours straight, man. We just play through. Yeah, we love it.
Do you have some other shows upcoming you want to talk about?
Hopefully we're gonna be in Wild Bill's again in August with the new tunes, and just you can go to joehallmusic.net and keep up with all that stuff, and find me on Reverb Nation, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just Joe Hall? Is that what we type in to find you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you put in Joe Hall Music on Google, my site will come up. So yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, this has been so much fun.
I've had a blast.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. And you really are really talented.
Thank you so
and,
much. Thank you.
It's great to have you here. I hope you remember us when you get famous.
No, absolutely. No, you guys really kind of pushed it. Yeah, I'm excited because this is the first time I've done something like this. So
yeah, and
it's awesome.
We need to get you down here in Tifton for sure.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll play a show in October, I think, is what Tony came up with. If we can pull that off and
yeah, let's do
maybe do a show down here. Yeah,
let's do it. So the song that is really big for you right now, which is great, is called. Do you say "Love You" or "LUVYOU"?
We usually
both.
LUV. We call it LUVYOU. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But love
sure.
you, yeah.
Love you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the song that's really, really shot out for you. Tell us about the response you've gotten from it.
It's really cool because it's just it's kind of different, and it has kind of a hip hop kind of, well, I don't know, it's got that little loop in the background, but Kip sent me this song and it started out as just a drum loop and a banjo and Kip singing, and I just really took to it. So yeah.
Can we end with that?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a little unplugged version of it.
Of LUVYOU.
Let's do it, yeah.
All right. Well, we have loved having Joe Hall here. We thank you so much. You really are really talented.
Thank you.
And come back anytime.
Absolutely.
Please
and thank
do.
you guys for listening, and I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to send you guys out. Of course, the All Request Hour is going on right now, so we will get to that in a moment. But we definitely have to end with LUVYOU. So,
all right. Let's do it.
Take it away.
2, 3, 4. Well, if what I texted was unexpected, I apologize, yeah. I know we got a date, but I just couldn't wait to tell you how I feel inside. Yeah, I've been dropping hints, sitting on the fence, but this time I'm gonna spell it out. Yeah, baby, I don't wanna leave no doubt. Oh, ILUVYOU, and I hope you feel the same way too. If you don't, I don't know what I'll do, 'cause ILUVYOU. I feel like a fool, that's the kind of news you should have heard from my own lips. I wish them words would come from the tip of my tongue instead of jumping off of my fingertips. Oh, now it's too late, they're flying through space on the way to your iPhone. Yeah, well, when it rings, I hope it turns you on. Yeah, 'cause ILUVYOU, and I hope you feel the same way too. If you don't, I don't know what I'll do, 'cause ILUVYOU. Sing it. I'm ready to commit. I don't want myself no BFF or a friend with benefits. 'Cause ILUVYOU, and I hope you feel the same way too. If you don't, I don't know what I'll do. 'Cause too. If you don't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. 'Cause you, L-U-V-Y-O-U.